Global migration is the movement of people from one place to another, often across national borders, to live either temporarily or permanently in a new location. People may migrate by choice, such as to find better jobs, education, or to reunite with family. Others are forced to migrate due to serious problems like war, natural disasters, or persecution. Global migration plays an important role in shaping population growth, economic development, cultural exchange, and social relationships around the world. These are the types of migration. First is internal migration. This happens when people move within the same country. A common example is moving from rural areas to cities in search of better employment, education, or living conditions. Second is international migration. This refers to the movement of people from one country to another. It usually occurs when individuals seek better opportunities, safety, or stability in a foreign country. Third is voluntary migration. Voluntary migration occurs when people choose to move on their own free will. Reasons include better job opportunities, education, improved living standards, or joining family members. And lastly, the forced migration. Forced migration happens when people have no choice but to leave their homes due to dangers such as armed conflict, persecution, or individual disasters. This includes refugees who cross borders and internally displaced persons who remain within their own country.
Push factors: poverty, unemployment, political instability, conflict, poor services, environmental disasters. Push factors are the problems in a person's home country that force or encourage them to leave. These include poverty, lack of jobs, war, natural disasters, political conflict, poor healthcare, and low quality education. People migrate because staying becomes difficult or unsafe. Pull factors: better job opportunities, higher wages, safety, quality education, healthcare, improved living conditions. Pull factors are the benefits or opportunities in another country that attract people to move there. These include better job opportunities, higher wages, safety, good education, better healthcare, freedom, and higher quality of life.
Now let's proceed to the benefits of migration. The positive contribution of migration. First, supports economic growth and fills labor shortages, or in short, filling labor market gaps. This means migrants work in jobs that do not have enough local workers. For example, when there are not enough nurses, farmers, or construction workers, migrants help fill those positions so services and businesses can continue. Next, provides remittances that help families in economies in origin countries. Remittances in definition, it means the money migrants send back to their families in their home country. For example, a Filipino working abroad sends money to their family to pay for food, school fees, and daily needs. Next, promotes cultural diversity and skill exchange or cultural exchange. It means sharing traditions, food, language, and skills. For example, migrants introduce new foods, festivals, and ways of working which help people learn and appreciate different cultures. And lastly, helps balance aging populations or demographic support. This means migration helps countries with aging populations by adding younger workers, For example, young migrants work and pay taxes, helping support the economy and elderly citizens.
Detriments of migration. Despite its benefits, migration also has several drawbacks. One major issue is brain drain, where skilled workers leave their home countries, weakening local development. Migrants may also face cultural and social integration challenges, including language barriers and discrimination. In addition, family separation can also cause emotional and social difficulties. Lastly, migration may increase pressure on public services such as housing, healthcare, and education in host country.
So what is negative impact of immigration? Illegal immigration is an authorized immigration that refers to the people entering or residing in a country without legal permission, violating its immigration laws, often by crossing borders without authorization, overstaying visas, or using fraudulent documents leading to risks like detention, deportation, like limited rights through terms like the undocumented or unauthorized are often preferred by the people, not actions. So these are the exploitation risks